September, though I don't remember the
September
date.
29th.
Oh.
If you've been to Omaha Fashion Week, you've probably been actually stunned to see some of what the designers are accomplishing on the runway.
Yes, and they're so young, which is the cool part to see that happening in our city. Now, one of those designers is taking her looks to an even bigger audience through Project Runway Junior.
Yeah, you've seen her on Thursday nights on Lifetime now, right here on our couch.
That's right.
Molly O'Brien, good to see you.
Hey, Molly.
Good to see you
Nice
guys.
to meet
This
you.
is big. I mean, so this is the fourth week of the show tonight, right?
Yeah.
The fourth
Yep.
episode airs
Fourth
tonight.
episode's
What's this
airing.
been like, this experience?
It's been an amazing experience. I mean, just being there at Project Runway Junior, getting to meet all the other cast members that are interested in something you're in, especially, you don't meet a lot of other team designers, and then meeting all the judges and people like Tim Gunn. It's just a great experience that you don't get anywhere else.
What is it like, that moment where you see something you created on television, on the runway, in front of the judges? I mean, there's got to be a surreal element to that.
It's so surreal. I mean, and even though, I've already been there seeing it on the runway on, while filming, I think seeing it on TV is just so different, and it's just kind of a surreal moment.
Yeah, there was a casting call for this, but before you got to that point, you had to develop some interest in fashion. How did this all get started?
Yeah, so about my freshman and sophomore year in high school, I took a sewing class.
At Millard North.
Yep.
I got to get a plug
Yes.
in, right?
And my teacher there taught me all the basics of, how to make clothes and doing patterns. And then I auditioned for Omaha Fashion Week, did Kansas City, and then Vancouver. And that's really how I prepared for, being on the show.
Wow, okay, you brought in some of your pieces
Yes.
today to show us. We have 3 models, and thank you to Alyssa and the crew at Develop
Yes,
Model
thank you.
Management. Let's go in and take a look first at this. It's a skirt and a bodysuit, Molly?
Yep, so it's a marble bodysuit, lace-ups in the front with the grommet detailing, and then a pleated white scuba bodysuit.
So I was trying to figure out how you put this together, because you did this whole piece. I mean, you sewed it, you did the buttons on there. What do they call those? The
Grommets.
skirt.
She made the
grommets.
patterns, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you learned how to do all of that even at 17 years old to be able to make, and even working with, I mean, people know that when you work with something that's a woven compared to a knit.
Oh, it's so different, yeah.
Oh, so to make a bodysuit at your age, I'm like giving you sewing props. Beautiful there. And then
Thank
tell us
you.
about the look in the middle.
So the look in the middle is part of my fall/winter 17 collection. So
Those
up and coming.
sleeves, Molly,
Thank you.
yeah.
So it's a lace, kind of tiered ruffle, black circle skirt dress, and it's super fun because it's very casual, but you can really dress it up or down, and it has a lot of versatility, which I love.
I'm just so intrigued by the technique of those sleeves and how you sew those together.
Well, the quality of the craftsmanship, which I appreciate being able to see these pieces as close as we are to them, because I always wonder on the show where you've got these deadlines and you're throwing things
it's so
together,
crazy.
but when you've got a time to pay attention to that, you finish them beautifully. And then our third look on Skylar, would you describe it for us?
Yeah, so this is a pink fur coat, and then underneath I have a black V-neck circle skirt dress, and it has a fun little detailing around the waistline.
That vest.
Yeah, it's super fun. I love like blush pink. A lot of times I just work with black and white, but I love throwing in a pop of color with pink.
It's sweet.
And so what are the judges saying about your designs? And I know Tim Gunn, he's kind of become a star in his own right.
Oh, definitely.
What have they said about your designs, and I guess what's it like working with those judges?
Yeah, working with the judges, it's amazing because they all bring, a different view. Like Aya definitely has the more editorial view, while Christian, is a designer himself. So it's just great to hear feedback from all those different types of people who are working in the industry. And then Tim Gunn's amazing because, he's a great mentor to have, during the challenge. He really just gives great advice if you're struggling and everything.
What kind of feedback did you get now looking back on it? Is there one piece of advice that stands out?
I think understanding that fashion is subjective, and not everyone's going to like it. Not all the judges are going to like what you do, but I think staying true to yourself is really going to help in the end.
If you haven't seen this show, explain the concept. I mean, because you have a certain time period to make these designs, and you've got deadlines that are pretty intense, right?
Yeah, so you have about 1 day, which equals out to 10 hours, which is insane, and that's actually how much time you have. And so you get a
There's
challenge.
no TV magic in
Nope,
that. It's
it's
pretty
real. And and you get a different challenge each week. You know, one might be avant-garde, one might be unconventional, and then you have to make a look that fits that while also fitting in a certain budget. So it's pretty crazy.
You are traveling a lot right now.
Yes.
So what's next for you once you leave Omaha?
Yeah, so
Then what?
right now I'm applying to colleges and I'm working on my upcoming collection and a couple different collaborations and everything, and I'm working on a large collection for this fall that I'm hoping to show in LA and New York.
Wow.
So that'll be fun.
Listen, she's 17 years old. She's talking about collections and
I know.
collaborations in LA and New York.
Your website is mollyelizabethdesigns.com.
Yep.
Are there some of the pieces that we have here? Are there other pieces for sale there
So
on the
there's
site?
a couple pieces for sale, including the marble bodysuit and then also some pants. And then I have my graphic tees up for sale, and then there's going to be tons of new stuff coming up soon. And if anyone ever wants to order anything they saw here or anything, you know, if they want a custom look, they can email me through my website.
Yeah.
Awesome, Molly.
Fantastic.
And look for her on Project Runway Junior. We're glad that she's here this morning because she's on TV tonight. Thursday nights in general there on Lifetime.
But obviously she can't tell us how far she's gone in the show yet. This is the
No.
4th episode.
Yep.
You got to watch every
Yes.
Thursday to find out how far she gets.
Well, our thanks to the models, ladies. Thank you for being with us. And to Molly, all
Thank
the
you.
best.
Good
You'll
luck,
be
yeah.
a fun one to watch.
Good luck to
Thank you.
So what do nuns have to do with